lay one end of your welt cord down about 1 inch from the edge of your fabric. And then fold this edge over the end of your welt cord. Just like that. So it's covering up that raw edge. And while you're working with the double face tape, you may want to take a pin just to kind of hold this down in place. You're going to remove the pin here in a few minutes, but this might make things a little easier for you if you just pin it in place right now while you're working with other parts of this cord. I've also gone ahead and done the same thing on the other end of my welt cord. Now, if you have an extremely long piece of welt cord that you're working with, it may not be a good idea to do that just yet, because as you're wrapping the fabric, your welt cord may slide down a little bit, or it just might not be worth it till you get closer to the end, and then you can fold it over. But I'm working with a short piece here for purposes of teaching you how to do this, so I just went ahead and did the other end as well. Kind of looks like a little caterpillar with eyes, doesn't it? Okay, and back on track. If I didn't mention before, the welt cord should be placed in the center of the fabric. That way we can lay the tape on one side and fold everything over easily. So now let's get to the tape, and I'll show you how to do that. Let me have a moment to pull some out here, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I've cut off a piece of double-sided sticky tape, and I'm going to lay this along the folded edge of my fabric, just as close as you can possibly get to the folded edge, and then lay it down. Then I'm going to peel off the paper to reveal the other sticky part. Pull that off. It's extremely sticky. And then with your welt cord still in the center, I'm going to fold the raw edges over, and basically you're just going to roll everything onto that sticky paper, just like that. And you've got it secured. Now this is going to take a little bit of practice, honestly, so you may want to work on one end, and you're going to get better at this as you work down your welt cord. So don't get frustrated if one piece is maybe a little loose, because when you go to attach this to your home decor project, you're going to put it seam down, so you're never going to see anything that's, you know, really uneven or that you think right now is going to be a problem. Because in the end, it's going to be a whole long welt cord piece that people are going to see, and you're never going to see any kind of imperfection at first. Now I just did a small little strip here, and then I need to move over and do that again. The reason I do small strips is because as you're rolling things and you have a long strip of sticky tape here, things are going to start sticking to it and getting in the way. You're going to be fighting over here when you're trying to roll the fabric here, and it just becomes more difficult. So a tip for me to you is to do it in about 5 to 6 inch segments and work your way down the cord. If you feel more confident doing longer strips, by all means, go right ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and even the ends I'm going to do the same. The tape's going to lay right over this edge here, and I'm going to fold everything over. So I'm going to do that right now, and then I'll give you some tips on what you can do with this welt cord.